Hello. All right, so today we have a Dell all-in-one. Not great value, but there could be some value. I think it's one worth testing to see if I can maybe sell them, because at the end of the day, they're not worth anything in parts. Yeah, maybe some RAM in there and stuff like that, but even if I can get $100 for them, they're worth, you know, doing something with. So what I'm going to do with this one actually looks really rough. So I'm going to chuck some power into it, see if it does anything at all. And then if it does, then we'll have a look at, maybe we can put a SSD in. I might have one already, I don't know. But see what sort of RAM and see if we can put an SSD. That'll make it run a bit better anyway. And I've got heaps of like small SSDs that are worth nothing. So first up, turn it on. Let's see if it turns on, and then we'll kind of go from there. So just on the top of the screen, I can see dispose and wiped. So maybe someone actually has done the wiping for me. So yeah, I might be in luck on this one. So it's got Windows 10 on it. I will upgrade them to, I've got a few of these, so I will change them to Windows 11 if I do fix them. And I've got a heap of brand new keyboard and mice out there, so I might even just chuck a brand new keyboard and mouse and see, like I say, if we can save it from eWaste, you know, if I'm just going in the bin, I'll do it. So. And it's looks like a 6th gen sticker on it, so it should be a good little unit. I can hear the spinning hard drive going, so we know that's going to be a problem because they're useless. So, fine back in the day, but now you've got to have SSD of some sort. So, this model actually has the, I can see it's got the built-in webcam as well. So, these are great. I had a shop a few years back, and we had these everywhere. They're great, solid units. You pick them up cheap, secondhand. All right, so that's working. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take it apart. We'll do a hard drive upgrade on it, and then see how she goes once she's upgraded. So keep watching. I'll try and make it as fast as possible so I can have the video not be too dramatically long. All right, with this model, they're generally pretty easy to get into, but you will have to kind of just feel your way around. I generally use like something like this, like a spudger of some sort. You can use, if you've got something like a piece of metal or something, or plastic, hard plastic. Actually, hard plastic's probably a good idea because you shouldn't scratch it. Look, let's give it a shot. What I'm going to do, I don't know how they unclip, so I'm going to start from the top and just see what happens. If not, we'll kind of find our way around it. But you'll generally get a feel. So just, I'm not sure whether it's front or rear, but generally you'll kind of, there we go. So just keep coming around. You'll feel where the clips are. They just kind of, you want to just lever around that clip. You want to try and avoid breaking the clips, so it goes back on nice and neat once you've done. Alright, now sometimes no, that's not unclipped yet. follow this along. There. Oh, there we go. Let's flip over here. Yep, there we go. And I think no clips were broken, so good effort. Alright, so you can see the old spinny hard drive. This is the easy part. Sometimes they're in strange, you'll find them behind panels and all other weird places, so good that it's nice and easy to get to. What sort of drive we're going to throw in? Let me go and get a drive. I'll be back in. Actually, what I'm going to do first, before we do that, behind here should be the RAM. So they do put it in weird places, but so I just want to see how much do we have. So 8 gig. Yeah, will do. Could just stay 8 gig. What sort of RAM is it? 2400 T. So. Alright, let me find a hard drive. Alright, so I did notice after I pulled the RAM, I had a look at the RAM, that this actually has a slot for an SSD. So what I'm going to do, I've got an SSD here. I think what we'll do is we'll throw that in. So, sorry, not an SSD, a NVMe. I don't know if it's NVMe or SSD, but let's find out. So, is that a dual screw? Just a single screw. No, it's just a single screw. There we go. Alright, so that's in. What I'm going to do, I'll put the cover back on. I'm not going to put the back on yet. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw it on the stand as it is. So, because the chassis, it clips into the chassis without the back, because I don't know if it'll read that hard drive, so I want to test it. To read that drive, and we are laughing. Plug our power back in. And then I've got a bootable Windows 11. Now this should boot straight off it. So I can find a USB. Alright, so we've got Windows 11 in there. Let's see if it'll, 1, detect the hard drive, and 2, boot off. I'm pretty sure F12. That may just detect the USB. Hopefully you can see that. Got a couple of cameras running to try and get the best angle when we do the editing. It's all still learning curve, so bear with me. We want to change that to Australia. Now, being this is a 6th gen, it could refuse to install it. Sometimes they'll do it anyway, but I don't know until we test it. If it does, what I'll do is I've got another unit here that I'll put the hard drive in, and then I'll be able to reload it on there, and then I'll just put it in here. There is other ways you can do it. You can use Ruckus and some other programs and install it on there, but I just find it sometimes easier just not to bother. So it's detected the drive, so that's a good sign. You can go create partition, or if you just go next, it'll just create the partition. So as you can see, it's a to a 238.5 gig remaining on it. They obviously, you don't get the full 256, you never do. And it'll take more away for fat as well. So you probably end up around 220, 230, somewhere around there. All right, installing. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to fast forward this part because you won't want to watch any of this, and I don't blame you because there's a million videos out for that. And so I'll hit the fast forward button, and then we'll see where we're at the end of it. So. Okay, so all the updates are finally done. They've taken a couple of hours, which they do. There's a lot of them, but it's all done, ready to go. All went smoothly. I did some testing online just to see if it's all working fine. Just basic graphics test, which there's no graphics in this, but at least it gives a little bit of, bit of load just to make sure it's all working fine. Everything seems to be working well. You're not gaming with this system anyway, so it's not a big issue. But the main thing is that it works. So another program I like to put on is Specky. Specky will, if you're selling this stuff, it'll actually give you all the details of what's in here. So we know that it's got Windows 11 Pro. It's running the i5 7500, and it gives you the gigahertz as well. Even gives you the processor name and the nanometers. 8 gig of RAM, which is fine for just desktop use. If you want to try and play games on it, you're not going to play much, but if you want to try and play games, you might go to 16, but I don't think there's any benefit for the people that I'm trying to sell it to. Tells you the graphics it's got, which is just a standard Intel HD 630 graphics, and then the hard drive, which is a 256 micron, which, as we all know, going. So this one also has the DVD-ROM in it, and Realtek audio, and you can go a bit more deeper into the details if you feel you need to, but I don't need to. This is just for when I post it up, and this is something I'll sell on Facebook. It's not viable to ship it. It's just the cost to ship these is so astronomical, it's just pointless. So what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to switch it off. We'll give it a bit of a scrub, and then make it look a bit prettier because it looks a bit gross at the moment, and then see what it looks like after that. We'll do a bit of a video montage and see how that goes. Okay, just to sum up the end of the video, all went well, pretty much as expected. They're a solid unit, those all-in-ones. Unfortunately, looking around at the prices, I'm right. They're probably around the $100 to $200 mark. I'm going to throw it up there with a new keyboard and mouse for $200. Might even go $150. And if I get an offer over $100, I'll just take it. The hard drive, if you're going to go and buy the hard drive, they're, for a 256 NVMe, you're talking like, 10 to 30, $40 max. If you probably go a bigger one for that, might even get a 500 for 40, $50. But look, as a general office unit, school, that sort of thing, great. They're just a great little unit. 24-inch screen. They've got heaps of ports in them. Even got a memory stick slot in them as well. So great value for what people would pay for them. Yeah. So look, another video, just something not going in the bin. So maybe. So, and I've got like 5 or 10 of them. And I can get heaps of them if I want them. So if this one sells, I'll just keep doing them one by one as they sell. I'm not going to do them if they're not going to sell. There's no point in having 10 of them sitting there ready to go and no one wants them. So, all right, I'm going to close up this video. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow for video 6. 5 days. Nice. All right, guys and girls and everybody else, have a great afternoon, and yeah, we'll see you then. Bye.